So we're here doing an interview with the band Mungion. So let's get started. So you guys got your start in 2015 and have already gathered like over 16,000 Facebook followers, played large shows like the Summer Camp Music Festival, and you're now on your first headlining tour of the US. How did you guys get your start and work to where you are so fast?
We started, and I think winter of 2015. We played our first show in May of 2015, I think, in Chicago. Yeah. And you know, we've just been trying to just keep it going as much as possible. Like we just, you know, really trying to push right now. Trying to write a lot of new music, trying to make our live shows better, trying to tie up all the loose ends, trying to explore some new avenues in the improvisational aspects of the shows. Because I think that's why people keep coming back, you know, just to get those new experiences that we hopefully deliver. But it's different every time. And it is different every time. And we've seen an amazing, just response from the community. I mean, we've been together for almost 3 years, and you know, it's been amazing. You know, and you know, there's been a couple bumps in the road, but you know, I think we're all really happy with, you know, where we're at right now and the opportunities that we've had so far. Like, you know, we've played some amazing festivals that we've dreamed of playing, you know, and have gotten a lot of opportunities as far as that. So, you know, right now we're just trying to put one foot in front of the other and just keep making our live shows better and write new music. That's like where kind of our focus is right now. So, yeah, man. Yeah.
Anyone else have anything to say?
That sums that up for sure.
Who are some of your biggest musical influences?
This question's always hilarious. Yeah, it is. I think
It's only Fish.
Fish.
Well, I think we all kind of grew up with different tastes, which is one of the coolest things about the band. I know one that keeps coming up a lot of times is Frank Zappa, and we all grew up kind of in the jazz vein for sure. We all kind of had that training, but for me personally, there's a lot of traditional jazz. A lot of Herbie Hancock and Chick Corea, you know, like the Dave Weckl Band, and a little Dream Theater. I just recently got into the Grateful Dead and Fish and Humphreys and, you know, the jam scene and whatnot.
Humphreys used to play here a lot.
They did all the time when they were coming up.
Dude, see, that's cool, man. But yeah, you know, it's very varied from all the members of the band. We all kind of grew up with different stuff, and that's what filters into the sound of the music. Is it comes from many different genres and many different places. So I think that's the coolest thing. I don't know if you want to touch on that more.
Yeah, I mean, I think Matt just kind of hit it on the head. We all have different influences. I know me and Sean kind of came from a similar background. You know, we in high school, I know we used to listen to a lot of jam bands, a lot of like bluegrass, a lot of like blues and funk stuff, you know, and if I'm not mistaken, Joe kind of has a similar background and then did a lot of jazz stuff and classical. So it's like, I mean, really what I think we're really all about is like we kind of just take the best parts from our favorite music and try and package that up into a song, and, you know, and even if it's one song, there might be a few of those different genres kind of packaged into a song. Not all the time, but
Herbert's a good example of many different
yeah. So we have a song called Herbert that I think we're going to open with tonight, and it starts off kind of like with like some heavy rock, goes into like some kind of like funky, like Wolfie. We took a page out of the Wolfpack book. And then it gets like some bluegrass two-step, then like some death metal, and then I think it ends with some like electronic jazz, like and then it has some reggae in there too. Yeah, so I mean, we really try and do that, just because I think we all have a very eclectic taste in music, and I think it would drive us nuts if we all had to play funk every night or rock and roll every night or blues. I just think that. We really value the beauty in all the different styles of music, because everything has something totally different to offer, and we may, and with doing that, I think we can maybe speak to certain groups, music goers that could only maybe be reached by doing some things like that, so.
Yeah, definitely. So recently, you got your van and trailer stolen, as well as your musical equipment. What happened exactly with that? What was it like? How did you react? And how did you come back from that?
That's all the story.
So me and I'm Joe, the keyboard player. Myself.
Okay, start recording.
So me, Joe, I'm the keyboard player, Joe. Me and Ben, our lighting designer, we're gonna go out and get food to make for all of us before we headed up to New York. And we go and Ben's like, "Where'd you park? Where's the van?" And I was like, "What do you mean? It's right there." It's like, "No, it's gone." And we look, and sure enough, it's not there. And long story short, the thing, it's stolen. So we had to go and to the police station and deal with all that. And
What was it? 5 minutes to hotwire that thing.
Yeah.
Just like, what were your what were your reactions like to that and stuff, and how did you come back from it?
It fucking sucked.
Yeah. What he said.
Terrible.
I mean, we were all just pretty speechless. I mean, we didn't really know what to say or really how to react. It just sucked. But at the same time, we still couldn't let it stop us. We still headed to the gig to New York. Our friends in Aqueous let us borrow all of their stuff. We rented a car to get back home, and then we started a GoFundMe, and we've got an amazing amount of support from all of our fans and friends and family, and it was
And we haven't missed a show.
and we haven't missed a show.
We've never missed a show.
That's impressive.
And here we are. We're almost have recouped all of our stuff. We still have to get a trailer and a light rig, and I've got a few cases and stuff that I've got to get for my new instruments. But other than that, we're pretty much back to where we were.
Yeah.
And now we're stronger because of it, I think, So,
Absolutely.
It's an awesome story.
Yeah.
You guys have to pull a Dave Grohl. Nothing stops you from playing, like even a broken leg on stage. If one of you breaks your leg on stage, you just gotta get it wrapped up while you're right up on stage playing.
Jazz band, I tore my ACL. I was at the gig the day after my surgery on a bunch of painkillers in a wheelchair with my leg up on the thing.
Dave Grohl actually copied Joe Ray.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah. He took a page out of the Joe Ray book. That's
your
just
biography.
The way musicians work.
Yeah.
That's the way musicians work, man. I mean, I guess, the ones that love it.
Yeah, you can't disappoint. You
No,
can't
man.
disappoint people who come out.
No, the
gotta
minute
play.
you cancel and you let them win. You let their ill intentions take over and they win.
Yeah.
But not today.
It's true. So what has touring outside of Chicago been like so far, and all over the U.S.? What have been your biggest highlights and roadblocks from the road?
Carl?
Touring outside Chicago has been
Complete sentences.
it's been a evolutionary process. We started playing outside of Chicago in our first year as a band, and first few shows you play to nobody a lot of times, but that I think in certain places that we've come back to that's grown. I think that we've been able to form pretty good relationships with the fans that we've built in these different cities and different places, and it's growing and growing every time we come back. So it's been a unique process because we came from such a grassroots thing. We played at a place called Coleman's in Cary, and we kind of built it to be like this, really kind of home feeling, everybody's friends. There's no stage, we're playing, basically face to face with our audience, and like that atmosphere is what we've tried to build and create across the country, and I think it's like working. It's getting to be more and more like that at these other shows. So
Have you had any big roadblocks other than the trailer and stuff getting stolen?
Nothing that I would consider to be out of the ordinary of what bands go through. It's what it is it's continuously trying new things, continuously building relationships, and just kind of staying committed to your cause, which maybe for other people it is a roadblock to keep doing, but it's just we love doing what we do, so it's not much of a roadblock.
All right, so what are your upcoming musical plans? Are you planning on releasing a second album soon, or any new singles anytime in the foreseeable future?
Is it recording?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, cool. So right now we're working on our second full-length record, which will be a treat because Matt will be on that one. Matt wasn't on the first record that we released, so it'll be nice to have that. Because just as of lately, it's really starting to feel like a cohesive unit. So we're going to be hopefully releasing this record spring of 2018. So that's kind of high up on the list right now. Hopefully be real busy in the winter, and maybe play some venues in the Midwest, maybe hit Michigan and Indiana and Ohio again, and just kind of make that happen. And then see what else do we have going on. Gonna hit the tours hard until festival season. But we're really focusing on this record, I think. That's like the main focus. And then our New Year's show in Chicago is going to be really fun too. So, trying to prep for that. And
Start working on that real soon.
yeah. So, we really want to end 2017 with a high note because it's been kind of a crazy year for us. So. Yeah, but 2018 is our year. It's gonna be all good in 2018.
We're actually, my girl and I might be going to New York around New Year's because her sister is working up there and living there for about a year. But if we don't go, then I want to get up to one of the New Year's shows. So
I think that's what you got.
that's the better plan.
Maybe you can come to the first night and then head to New York after that. We play the 29th.
That's true.
Yeah.
If we're not up there for like a week,
Right.
I would like to do that.
Oh, she's from there, so it's Christmas.
Yeah. So.
That makes sense.
But how have fans been reacting to your newer songs you've been playing live that haven't been released yet?
I would say our fans have been really enjoying the new music, and they're always. I think they're usually excited to hear new stuff. But yeah, they've been reacting well. I don't know. Sean?
Yeah. One thing that I think a lot of people have come up to me and talked to me about after the past, I would say, few months of shows that they've noticed is different. It's not always tied to exactly new material, but they're noticing that the band is improvising a lot more. There's a lot more jams, and there's a lot more stretching. Yeah.
Like you were saying before, people have kind of been picking up the fact that our music is always constantly evolving and it's always changing and for in a good way. And I think they all like how it's changing and taking on a new sort of sound, I guess.
It's been a positive response to the subtle and not so subtle changes in the performance and the shows and the songs.
Awesome. And then last question. What would you like to say to any new fans who might just be hearing about you or hearing your music for the first time? And what would you like them to know about you? Anything?
Yeah, come out to the show. They're really fun. We like to try new stuff. I guarantee that you will at least have something to say about it after you come out to see us. We try and make each show different than the last, and try and bring a good vibe. And we just, we're just trying to do our own thing and have a lot of fun doing it. There's always great energies at the shows, and people seem to be enjoying it. So we hope to reciprocate some of that back to them, and it's always a party.
Any other final comments?
One thing we love to do with the people who come out to our shows is we like to form friendships with them. We form pretty like real actual friendships with a lot of our fans, and it feels like that our shows have that identity, that it's not just like people coming out to see the band, watch the band, and listen to the band. It's kind of like I said, going back to our Coleman shows, it didn't feel like we were just this band on the stage. It felt like we were buddies with everybody, and we're really good friends, and everybody's in on the joke, and we're having fun.
We're all part of this. We're all part of the same thing. It's like we're not performing, and they're the crowd. It's like we're all kind of in this thing together, and we're all trying to make something special happen together. It's like we try and bridge that gap between the audience and the band. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like everybody's participating in the show.
And those are the best bands.
To us, they are. I mean, those are our favorite bands. And so I think that this is the most important thing. Also, I'd like to note that Sean got his fucking ass beat in mini golf today.
That's true.
I think
That's been one of the highlights of
I think
the mini golf game.
yeah, I think he ended up 89.
No, it was like 127.
Oh, Joe counted first, and it was 126 strokes, and then we recounted. It was like 72, which wasn't that bad actually.
It's a pretty big discrepancy.
Yeah. What the?
Let's talk about that.
Yeah. No, thank you. Thanks for doing the interview, Ben. We really appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yep, that was Mungion. Thanks for listening/reading.